If you ride here, you could die.
Don't look down.
A simple YouTube search of these mountain bike trails will make your butt pucker. And we're here to ride them all.
Whoa!
Is Sedona as dangerous as they say? The only way to find out is to find out.
This is so scary.
Sedona is known for its epic views, majestic red rock formations, and of course, amazing mountain bike trails. But if you've ever looked up Sedona mountain biking online, there's a good chance you've come across a lot of carnage. One wrong move and you're hurling down a cliff.
I'm good. I don't know how that thing's gonna make out.
But is it all just hype and YouTube clickbait? Well, we're gonna find out for ourselves, starting with the infamous Hiline Trail.
Where's the entrance?
If we can even find it.
There was a trail right there, by the way. Yeah. We lost already.
I'm only half joking, but getting lost out here is a real danger. Luckily, I've been practicing my SOS signals just in case.
Man, I'm tired already.
This climb is filled with rocky steps and tight switchbacks. It's not exactly dangerous, but it is kicking our asses. And I think we're already in danger of passing out.
Oh, God, that's hard.
Oh!
Not only is this climb challenging, it's lined with cacti.
Ow! That's actually a lot more prickly than I thought.
You best be careful, because pulling out cactus spines isn't fun.
You promise not to tell anyone?
I can't promise that.
Oh.
A generous amount of pain later, we've reached the summit.
Is this the top?
We made it.
Yeah.
So, we survived the climb.
Yeah, the climb was very challenging technically, but altitude-wise, not that high.
Yeah.
My impression of this trail is that it's like one of the top 3 most difficult trails here, so we'll see if the BC boys can handle it.
It's the first descent of the trip, and we want to see what kind of gnar Hiline has in store for us. And so far, this trail seems pretty smooth and flowy. Surely it can't be this easy the whole way. And just as I thought, a couple corners in, the spice level has turned up. And we've got some line choices.
Oh, all sorts of things. What about that one?
Oh yeah, you can ride that.
Nice.
So there's some steep rocks. I don't see what's so dangerous about... Oh God, don't look left. Don't look left.
Whoa. Big exposure here. Holy sh**.
All right, I'll give it to you, Hiline. This is definitely dangerous. But like, come on. You'd have to experience a total freak accident to huck yourself off this cliff. Holy crap. That is a long way down.
Echo! 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 Wow, still going.
Can we go back to riding?
Yeah, let's do that.
Here's a section of trail we've seen dozens of times on the YouTubes. Is it really as hard as it looks online? Nah, piece of cake for the BC boys. But I will say, the path is not as defined as we're used to, and it's not always as easy to know where you're going.
Oh, the blue line.
We've left the exposed cliffs, and now the trail is significantly slower, but way more technical. You definitely don't want to slip up here.
Whoa.
Go over the bars here, and it's gonna hurt.
Oh, this looks hard. Holy.
Adrenaline levels are rising as the trail progresses.
All right, this trail's heating up now. This is cool. It's a half pipe.
We've dropped quite a bit of altitude, and it seems like we've made it past the high-risk sections of the trail. Nice. That was a fun trail.
That was sick.
But we're not done yet.
I feel like this is not the way that most people take out of this.
Well, it seems like we were so focused on surviving Hiline that we ended up way off course. Anyone keen for an impromptu river crossing? At this point, we don't have much choice. Even after that, we're still a long way from our vehicle.
All right, unnecessary river crossing, success.
And we've got another problem. We ran out of water.
We're encountering the hazards we wanted to warn everyone about.
They can't feel my pain.
We're dehydrated. We're out of water.
I'm peeing like every 2 hours, and it's like...
Pro tip, bring more water than you think in the desert.
I was really hoping it wouldn't come to this.
When in doubt, wring your chamois out.
You want some chamois juice?
I choose death.
All right.
Survival is optional, but we'll stick this one out.
Oh, I see a parking lot.
Back to civilization. That was hard.
That was hard, but we survived. And now it's time to take on the next trail. We know that Hangover is steeper, gnarlier, and far more exposed to cliff edges than Hiline. So today we'll be guided by Sedona local Mike Rainey. Mike owns Thunder Mountain Bikes here in town and is no stranger to the danger out here in the Red Rock. He'll keep us safe on the cliffs, if we can survive this nasty climb.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Another day, another heinous climb kicks our ass.
Just pull up and don't look down.
Even when you're not cliffside, this climb is relentless. And I don't know if it's the sun, lack of water, or last night's burrito, but I think this climb might kill me.
Dude, I'm about to hallucinate.
Climb 1, Matt 0. Thankfully, the top is in sight.
Where we're headed.
No.
Yeah, I've ridden down south.
Wait, are you serious?
Now, if you think this looks steep, that's because it is. There's a mandatory left turn at the bottom of this roll. Make it, and you're on Hangover. Miss it, and it's game over. Fair play, Hangover. This feels pretty dangerous.
That was awesome.
Hopefully, it's easy breezy from here on.
Look, right? Oh god. Whoa! That's alright. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Welp, sorry, Mom. It's a very, very long way down if something goes wrong up here. Luckily, I've got Mike to follow, which is especially nice when it comes to this next feature.
Windy. Piece of cake.
By now, we're feeling like Red Rock rock stars. And we're ready for whatever else this trail has in store. I'm putting all my trust into Mike, watching his every move and following his lead. I assume he knows the best lines.
Whoa! That was cool.
And just like that, Hangover is done and dusted. Finally, I can relax. Well, not for long.
This is it. Number 3 of 3, double black diamonds. Ride the hog. Woo! Well, that sounded nice.
Whoa. Much like the trails that came before, the Hogs are filled with precision rock rolls, cliffside traverses, and sections where if you clip a pedal, you're gonna have a bad time.
Whoa, dude, are you hurt?
Yeah. Is my bike okay?
So don't clip a pedal. And as you know, I do like getting my ass handed to me by a savage climb.
Uh-oh, big climb.
At this point, my legs feel like guacamole.
Oh, big climb.
Oh God. That's so off camber.
This trail also features the most dangerous thing we've seen yet.
Whoa. Oh my God, is that a snake? That looks dangerous.
One bite from this guy, and we're off to the hospital. So we'll give him some space and keep on riding.
All right, well, let's keep snaking our way down the trail.
Geez, I was already anxious about flying off a cliff. Now I'm nervous about venomous rattlesnakes. But onwards, we must ride. Straight into the face of danger. Since we don't have a guide today, all we can do is trust our intuition and take them as they come.
Super technical.
Okay, this trail's pretty demanding. But by now, we're well versed in the art of the rock roll. Once you get past all the sharp rocks, sheer drops, and spiky crops, this place is actually really fun. There's plenty of flow and speed to gain on these trails. You just need to be confident enough to find it. And that's T to B, baby, which means we've conquered Sedona's most difficult trails. Yep, that's everything. Not a single feature left to ride. Roll that end screen. It's time to go. Crap. I forgot about the white line. When people talk about deadly trails in Sedona, they're usually referencing this one. This is a pro line with zero margin for error. You need to traverse out along a very off-camber rock, make a sharp turn down a steep roll, and then traverse back along the same rock. And to make matters worse, it's insanely windy today.
It's really just don't clip a pedal. Like your tires are gonna grip. Yeah, it is quite a drop. That part sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, dude.
God.
Oh yeah, you're up here now.
I just can't even fathom this. I don't think I'll ever do this in my life. Any video makes it out to be.
Yeah, it doesn't do it justice.
That's
at all.
insane. This is so scary. Holy
Sorry, Internet, we're taking the walk of shame. Maybe next time. Dude, if we don't hit the white line, the Internet's gonna think we're losers.
Screw it. I'm hitting it. Get the clip. Please don't blow it.
All right, dropping in. Okay, here I go. Wow, this is easier than I thought. I don't know what the big deal's about. Hey, Matt, are you getting the shot? All right, just turn left and okay, we're already heading back. Wow, dude, I'm gonna do it. Yes! You win.
So, after definitely hitting the white line, we've successfully conquered Sedona's toughest trails. So is this place as dangerous as the Internet makes it out to be? Actually, yes. If you get in over your head, the consequences could be severe. But there's plenty of fun trails out here that aren't cliffside. If you do feel like venturing out into the double blacks, respect the terrain and it'll respect you. Oh, and watch out for deadly rattlesnakes. As for us, we're off to another world-famous riding destination in the desert. So subscribe to the channel, and we'll see ya on the next one. Yeehaw!